bullshit fitness products. I'm thinking about this because recently a client had commented how she wants to buy a certain product, and it only took about 30 seconds of the description before I realized it's one of the many products that are really, well, many fitness products to be specific that are marketed expertly that are really either serve zero purpose, or you can buy pretty much the exact same thing for like a small percentage of the cost. It's just overpriced and overhyped because they know they can speak to a certain market, certain customer base, appeal to their emotions, which that's all marketing is, nothing against that. But they're overpricing and they're definitely overselling what that product can deliver. So in this example, it was some ankle and wrist weights, which nothing against ankle and wrist weights. I actually own a set. They're definitely beneficial, especially if you're doing therapeutic exercises or very small muscle isolated exercises. But she was describing a product that maxed out at 1 pound, which already kind of gave me a red flag. And they were also designed to be very like attractive and meant to be worn out when you're like out and about shopping and stuff like that, which wrist weights and ankle weights are not meant to be worn throughout the day. They're, as far as I know, I've never experienced any benefit to this. I think, and I haven't checked out the marketing page of this product, they probably purported as, wear these cute wrist weights out, and while you're just doing your shopping and doing your normal things, you're burning extra calories. Not true. So it doesn't matter if you're wearing 1 pound or even 5 pounds on your wrist or ankles, you're not really increasing calorie burn, and if you are, it's a tiny amount. Might be burn like 1 extra calorie a day. So it does zero for your health or fitness. And the products were priced, I think, 5 times more expensive than what you would buy like a normal set that wasn't making these, extravagant claims that they can't back up. And in my entire fitness career, and actually my entire life, I've hated products that are bullshit, that make these grand claims that are not backed on any kind of evidence. They're just very expertly marketed. And again, I have no problem with marketing. Marketing is a necessary part of every industry. But if you're marketing a product and you know it's bullshit, that's where I have a problem. And it even goes back when I first started in the fitness industry. I worked at a gym chain, and I remember they started carrying a product called Power Balance bracelets. And if anybody remembers that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But they were just basically like rubber bands, kind of like this, but they had some kind of weird hologram in there, and that hologram supposedly gave you magic powers. They claimed that it improved your balance, it improved your strength, your speed, literally every physical capability. It said it could improve just by wearing this little hologram sticker on your wrist. And I didn't know anything. I didn't have to do any research. I just know that's bullshit. Like there's nothing exists that can do that. But they were so popular, professional athletes would wear them, so of course that would give credence to the general public. People would be like, oh, well, that person's wearing them, obviously it must do something. Here's a little hint about professional athletes. They don't know anything more than you or I. Professional athletes are not great professional athletes because they're experts on understanding human anatomy and physiology. They're great athletes because they're great at performing. If you give a professional athlete, a bottle of water and you say that you sprinkled some magic dust on it and it's going to increase their 40 speed, they're probably going to try it. I'm like, all right, why not? Doesn't mean that they validate it or verify it, but Power Balance bracelets were so popular, I honestly cringed every time I saw one. But the gym chain that I worked at the time started selling them. And to me, that really pissed me off because then this well-known gym chain gave validation of this product, because gym members would come in, they would see us sell it, naturally they would think, oh, well, they must verify this product works. So people would buy this overpriced piece of junk that was just a rubber band, and people would come to me all the time like, I swear my balance is so much better, like I'm doing this, I'm lifting more weight. Obviously not true. If any of that stuff was improved, it's all because of the power of mind. They believed that it worked, and it worked. And I got in trouble with the company because I spoke so much shit about that, and I kept telling people, please take this out of the gym. This is a bad look for the gym. And all the managers who were actually believers in the product, because the crew that sold the product came in and they would perform this stupid test where, you do some kind of balance test. They'd fall, they'd put the bracelet on you, and all of a sudden your balance is better. It's because the test was rigged from the start. But if you don't know that, people bought into it, so they're like, well, my balance is really better. Long story short, hated the product. I always hate products to this day that make grandiose claims that are not backed by evidence. The reason I hate it is because you're taking advantage of people. And I don't like it when, and the fitness and health industry is the worst with this. Thousands of products, probably millions of products on the market that are claiming things that there's no evidence for. And I hate seeing people waste their time, their money, and their energy in things that are not going to give any benefit to them back. So, I don't fault people for falling for this stuff, because the marketers are experts in what they do. They know how to speak to a person's emotion to sell them on something, sell them on a hope. And that's cool. Marketing's great when it's, used for good. But just be wary. That's my takeaway from this video. Be wary of products that make a very grand claim, like lose weight fast, improve this very fast, because as much as I know about the human body, it doesn't work very fast. There are some immediate changes that you can notice, and that's all nervous system based, but there's nothing that can give you a shortcut to what you want. It's always going to take effort. It's always going to take more work than you probably want to commit. But the products that are selling you a shortcut, the only thing they're selling you a shortcut to is more debt. So don't buy into it. And if you got a question about a product, honestly, reach out to me, because I would rather talk somebody out or validate a product. Even sometimes it is good, but I want people to be more educated. And so if you're out there and you think there's something that may be worth it, but sounds a little sketchy, comment or message, and I'll give you the information if it's true or not, because I'm just trying to help people, not fall victim to this stuff. So that's it. Take care, y'all.